When we first encounter the Buddha's teachings, we often meet a gentle and compassionate guide. He tells stories and parables. He gives practical advice on how to live a good life, how to be kind, how to calm our anger. This image is true, and it's beautiful, but it's not the complete picture. Because alongside the wise storyteller, there is also the Buddha as a cognitive scientist of the highest order, a master analyst with a stunningly precise and systematic model of consciousness. That incredibly detailed model, that map of every process and pathway of the mind, has a name, the Abhidhamma. And it presents a vision of reality so different from our everyday experience that it can be both staggering and transformative. This leads us to a question many practitioners eventually ask. What exactly is the Abhidhamma? And, given its famous complexity, is it really essential to study it to understand the Buddha's core message of liberation? Many hear the word Abhidhamma and think of endless lists, complex charts, and dry, scholastic philosophy, something best left to scholars and lifelong monastics. Today, we're going to demystify the Abhidhamma. We'll explore what it is, using a simple analogy to make its purpose clear, and we'll offer a balanced perspective on whether this higher teaching is a necessary part of your personal path or a specialized tool for those who are called to it. So, what is the Abhidhamma? Perhaps the clearest way to understand it is to contrast it with the Suttas, the Buddha's discourses. Imagine you want to explore a vast and beautiful national park. The Suttas are like an inspiring travel guide to this park. They are filled with stories of a master guide, the Buddha, leading different people through the landscape. The guide points out dangerous pitfalls, shows them beautiful lookout points, and tells them the best paths to walk. The language is relational and practical, using everyday words like person, path, suffering, and happiness. This is what's called conventional truth. It's the truth of our lived experience, and it's essential for navigating the journey. The Abhidhamma, on the other hand, is the detailed topographical map and geological survey of that same park. It has no stories, no characters, and no dialogue. It is an impersonal, systematic, and exhaustive breakdown of the entire territory into its most fundamental components. It redescribes every hill, stream, and rock formation in terms of its ultimate nature. So, where a Sutta might say, a person feels anger, the Abhidhamma analyzes that single moment of experience into its ultimate truths. A specific type of consciousness arising with a precise set of aversive mental factors, all conditioned by a sense object and passing away in a fraction of a second. It's a high-resolution, slow-motion analysis of a single frame of our mental life. This brings us to the second crucial question. Is this map essential? Do you need to study this incredibly detailed system to find freedom? Here, another analogy is helpful. Let's think of the path to liberation as building a house. The Suttas are the complete architectural plans and the main instruction manual. They contain everything you absolutely need to know: the foundation, the framework, the materials. A dedicated builder can, without a doubt, construct a perfect house using only this manual. The core instructions are all there. The Abhidhamma is like an advanced toolbox that comes with the manual. In it, you find a precision diagnostic kit, a laser level, and finely calibrated instruments. For a master carpenter, these specialized tools are invaluable. They allow for greater precision, help diagnose problems more quickly, and reveal a deeper understanding of the principles of construction. For some, these tools make the entire project clearer and more efficient. However, another person might open that advanced toolbox and just feel overwhelmed. They might be better off sticking to the clear, direct instructions in the main manual. And so it is with the Abhidhamma. For some practitioners, its precision and systematic nature bring immense clarity. For others, the narrative and relational teachings of the Suttas are a more direct and inspiring route. The tradition wisely makes space for both types of temperament. The Abhidhamma is not considered essential in the way the Four Noble Truths and the Eightfold Path are. It is a powerful but optional supplement for those who are drawn to a deep, analytical investigation of the mind. So, the Abhidhamma is a detailed map and an advanced toolbox. But how can simply knowing about this help your actual, on-the-cushion, in-the-world practice, especially if you're not going to dive into the texts yourself? The most powerful, practical gift of the Abhidhamma is that it teaches us to see our experience less in terms of nouns and more in terms of verbs. Our normal, conventional way of thinking is full of nouns. We say, I am angry. I is a noun, and anger becomes a solid thing that I possess, or that possesses me. It's heavy, solid, and personal. The Abhidhamma perspective invites us to shift to verbs. Instead of I am angry, the view is there is an experiencing of anger. This isn't just a word game. It's a radical shift in perspective. It encourages us to see anger not as a solid block, but as a fast-moving, impersonal process. There is the hearing of an unpleasant word, the arising of a tight feeling in the chest, the appearing of judgmental thoughts, the radiating of heat in the face. When you see your experience as a series of verbs, seeing, hearing, feeling, thinking, instead of a collection of nouns, everything becomes lighter. You are no longer the anger. You are the space in which the process of anger is unfolding and passing away. This depersonalizes our struggles and robs our difficult emotions of their power to define us. That is a profoundly liberating tool. You can practice with this spirit of the Abhidhamma without knowing a single Pali term. We can call this practice from noun to verb. The next time you feel a strong, difficult emotion, like anxiety, frustration, or craving, try this. Instead of getting lost in the story of, I am anxious, get curious and gently deconstruct the experience. Ask yourself, 1. What is happening in the body right now? Notice the raw sensations, a faster heartbeat, tension in the shoulders, a feeling in the stomach. 2. What is the raw feeling tone of this moment? Is it pleasant, unpleasant, or neutral? What thoughts are appearing alongside these feelings and sensations? Notice the stories, the judgments, the fears. By breaking the solid noun of anxiety down into these component verbs, beating, tensing, feeling, thinking, you see that it's not a single, terrifying thing. It's a temporary combination of processes. You are not the storm. You are the sky through which the storm is passing. The Abhidhamma, with its intricate maps and lists, may seem like a purely intellectual exercise, but its ultimate purpose is deeply personal and practical, to help us see through the illusion of solid things, especially the illusion of a solid self, so that we can be free. Whether you are a person who loves the inspiring travelogue of the Suttas or the detailed topographical map of the Abhidhamma, both are pointing to the same liberating truth. Our experience is a flowing process, not a collection of fixed things. The Buddha was both the compassionate storyteller and the master analyst. He gave us a variety of tools, all for the singular goal of ending suffering and revealing a deep and unshakable peace. Have you ever tried to deconstruct an emotion like this in your own practice? Please share your experience in the comments. If this exploration was helpful, please like this video and subscribe to the Mindful Compass. Thank you for exploring this with me. May you see your experiences with clarity, and may that clarity bring you a deep and abiding peace.